Don't worry, the mustache poachers didn't get Riley. He just started a WoW raid, and I'm told you can't pause those to host a video.
He's a healer.
His team doesn't need him. DRM software developer Denuvo has been attempting a bold PR campaign. I guess their reputation as peddlers of a tool that ruins game performance bothers them. Last week, the company even tried opening a Discord server to facilitate communication between them and the gaming community. 2 days later, they made the server read-only because they couldn't keep up with all the bullying they received. So maybe it's good that Denuvo's product manager, Andreas Ullman, gave an interview to Rock Paper Shotgun. Ullman discusses the difficulty of doing comparison benchmarks to prove their claim that Denuvo doesn't affect game performance. Denuvo would need permission from IP holders to test the games, and it would be hard to convince gamers that the results weren't rigged. Though at the same time, he doesn't deny that Denuvo can affect performance. Sort of. While Ullman agrees that 2018's Tekken 7 was affected, the Denuvo Discord FAQ claims that the game implemented their software incorrectly. See, it's not their fault. Ullman also tries to discuss the benefits of Denuvo, pointing out the recent study that showed Denuvo's customers received 20% more revenue by using the anti-piracy software. Of course, when it was pointed out that the same research showed no financial benefit after 3 months, Ullman said he disagreed with that part. Sounds like Ullman must have been a good farmer in the past life to be this good at cherry picking. Regardless, Ullman's point is that Denuvo makes publishers more money. And he says that this is good for gamers because more money means the game will get updated for longer. Okay, even if we accept that that's 100% true, you're trying to win over gamers with delayed gratification?
Very patient people, the gamers.
Roblox has decided to enact child safety changes after executives at the company previously rejected the idea that the platform has a systemic child safety problem. And by previously, I mean after every one of the many investigations that have claimed that the platform has a systemic child safety problem. Just this month, activist short-selling firm Hindenburg Research claimed, among other things, to have found instances of illicit material being openly traded on the platform for Robux. But hopefully, some of these new changes will help to end this sort of behavior. In an email sent to parents that manage child accounts on Roblox, the company announced that they would be expanding parental controls on the platform. Parental accounts are being introduced that, when linked to a child's account, will allow parents to update parental controls from their own device. The accounts will also give parents access to insight about the child's Roblox usage, like a friends list.
Probably good to know.
Yeah, good to know who your child is friends with.
He's friends with Keith, 45-year-old man.
On top of the parental accounts, children under 13 will now need parental permission to access certain chat features, and children under the age of 9 will need permission to access experiences with moderate violence or crude humor. In a statement, Roblox said the changes are part of a commitment to start making the safe environment for their users. A commitment I'm assuming that they started right now.
Starting now.
And commitment. Coincidentally, now is also the time we tell you about our sponsor.
Boot.dev, which is an online self-paced course designed to teach you back-end web development in Python and Go, while feeling like you're playing an RPG. Because the smartest way to learn to code is to have a lot of fun role-playing as someone who knows how to code. That's right, gamers, you're gonna earn XP, level up, unlock achievements, and complete quests to get to a top spot on the global leaderboard. The platform's designed to get you writing a ton of code, because getting your little gaming sausages on the keyboard is the only way to really learn. And if you ever get stuck in your coding challenges, Boot.dev's very active Discord community is there to help. Boot.dev never wants a student feeling like they spent hard-earned coin on something that isn't helping, so they offer a 30-day, no questions asked refund policy and a free demo of every course and its interactive features. The demo is so back! Click the link in the description and use code GAMELINKED to get 25% off your first payment for Boot.dev. That's 25% off your first month or your first year, depending on the subscription you choose.
Quick bits are always there for you. They're like the ghost in PT. Always right behind you, even right now. The existence of the Switch 2 has been hinted at in the trailer for Banjo-Kazooie inspired Yooka-Laylee's remastered version, Yooka-Replay-Lee. I wish I was in the developer Playtonic's office when someone came up with that one. Anyway, the trailer's end screen reveals that the game will come to Xbox Series X and S, PS5, PC, and Nintendo, with a pair of eyes hopping over to sit on the logo. Nobody knows what it means, but it's provocative.
It means it's coming to the Virtual Boy.
Just to make sure people caught on though, Playtonic also tweeted about it, emphasizing the Nintendo. We got it, you've never done this before, have you?
We didn't say Switch, we said Nintendo, do you understand?
It's
Get
Nintendo!
excited!
One small silver lining in the disbanding of the Ubisoft team behind Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown is that those workers have been reassigned to other projects, including apparently the first proper Rayman game since 2013. Rayman was once one of Ubisoft's most recognizable characters before he was largely overshadowed by the Raving Rabbids. They're a bit like if the minions from Despicable Me could only communicate in screams. Monster Hunter Wilds will be in open beta next week, according to the game's newest trailer. Capcom says that character creation data will be transferable to the full game, saving you hours when the game officially releases in February.
Get those eyebrows done now.
Spend the time now, people. The beta story trial will include 2 hunts, one of which allows you to ride a dino-like Sacred mount around the environment. You'll even unlock special bonus items just for participating in the beta. While initially only open to PlayStation Plus subscribers, all platforms will have access on the night of October 31st. It looks like for the first time in my adult life, I actually have Halloween plans.
Good for you, Elijah.
That's true, I wasn't allowed out on Halloween as a child. VA Proxy, an upcoming open-world indie game about parrying everything up to and including nuclear detonations, has added an apparently hotly requested new mechanic: a fishing minigame. This involves using an extremely sword-like fishing pole to reel in a fish, which the player will then have to duel, seeing as it's also armed.
Or I guess finned.
Oh man, these jokes just keep going. He said it for the halibut.
Shut up.
Okay. The fishing pole can also be used in general combat to reel in smaller enemies or trip up bigger ones. In this age of go anywhere, do anything sandboxes, it's really easy to get jaded. But when was the last time a game let you fence a fish?
Probably another crab's treasure. But when was the last time a game let you fence a fish and parry a nuclear blast?
Never. And Fantastic, the failed developer behind the failed extraction shooter The Day Before, has scrapped their recently failed Kickstarter. That's a lot of fails in a sentence.
And yet, they're still here.
Hey, fantastic. This means that backers, what few of them there were, have been refunded and the development of Fantastic's proposed game, Escape Factory, has been paused. However, halfway through this sad admission, Fantastic has announced yet another game! This time, it's an action horror prop hunt game called Items, all caps. While the developer hinted at the possibility of another Kickstarter in the future, development will be funded in the meantime by the release of unspecified mobile games. And how will they fund those mobile games? Through a new revolutionary process called lying. But I'm not lying when I say you should come back next Tuesday for even more gaming news. It'll be good.
That's not a lie either.
Maybe.
No,
You'll have
it's
to
not.
find out yourself.
It's not lying.
I'm sorry, it's in the script. No.